These F-111s were once the most feared strike aircraft in the world. Designed and built in the early 1960s, they gave the West the edge throughout the Cold War and beyond, even seeing service in the Gulf conflict in the 90s.
Fighter pilots the world over all have favorite airplanes. The reason one can easily love an F-111 is because there are capabilities that are unmatched on the airplane.
Neil Anderson worked for General Dynamics as a test pilot on the first F-111s.
The F-111 operated at speeds above Mach 2.5, which is, as we all know, coming pretty close to 2,000 miles an hour. It operated at very, very high altitudes, very low altitudes. High altitudes meaning up to 60,000 feet and above. In low altitudes meaning as low as 100 to 200 feet above the ground, still supersonic.
The key to the F-111...
A plane will fly that has never flown before. A gathering of forces poised to intrude where gravity alone once reigned. The fighter bomber called F-111.
It's not often that an industrially designed object alters the course of world politics. A tactical bomber that flew like a fighter, the F-111 became a dangerous tool to enable politicians to encourage nuclear disarmament. It represents the pinnacle of technical achievement. It was an engineering masterpiece and a pilot's dream.
With a wing forward, the airplane was a very good slow flight airplane for landing, takeoff, initial cruise and climb. When the wings are swept aft, the drag is reduced significantly. The airplane is able to use this power that it has, and the speed of this airplane is unprecedented.
At these high speeds, just 100 feet above the ground, pilots relied on their radar to sniff out any obstacles. Housed in a plastic proboscis, this ground-hugging radar, coupled to newly developed microcomputers, enabled the aardvark, as it was known, to fly undetected into enemy territory.
The F-111s, as many of us know, were based in England at Upper Heyford and in Lakenheath and some other places for short periods of time. Those two wings were mentioned many, many times during the Cold War negotiations. The Eastern Bloc forces wanted those F-111s to be removed from England because they knew very well that they could be successful in their penetration.
The F-111s never did have to penetrate the Eastern Bloc, and in December 1992, the last F-111s left Lakenheath and flew home to an uncertain future.
It's a fine airplane, there's no question about it. And of course, the people that flew it in combat, in Vietnam, in Libya, in the Desert War, all felt the same way. Although I would like nothing better than to see a lot of these F-111s come back to life and be flown, I kind of hope they don't. I hope the world situation remains stable enough that they're not required. But if they are required, I am absolutely convinced that these airplanes, 25 and 30-year-old F-111s, are capable of flying again, are capable of doing the mission that they've done so well in the past.